Stop Now, a social experiment enterprise.
Welcome to Stop Now. I'm JK. A new year, a new chapter in our life, a new beginning, a new verse, or just the same old story. Ultimately, we make the choice. It's ours to write it. Let's begin this show. This is a special episode. I'm trying to have some fun in the talk show format to spread the message and also to challenge our limits. Let's begin our show with an intro.
Stop Now, a social experiment enterprise. Stop, listen, share. Everyone can make a difference. We are on a mission. Everyone should do something greater in their lifetime. Change the future. Be a proud member. Join us to support, volunteer, and donate.
We are back again. There is an old saying that birds of a feather flock together. What that really means is that you spend time with people that are similar to you. As such, I know a lot of people who immigrate or try to immigrate from different parts of the world. Being a non immigrant, they try a lot in their life. So, being that I have gone through both of those in my life, but what do you do when you want to help a friend with those kind of issues? Where do you start? What is the first step? These are all questions that myself and my team have dealt with quite often. And I hear often know that like we all allow to help and answer anyone who's facing a tough choice in their life. Who makes that decision? The final thing is in you. So the first step is someone to look for the help and to get the right information. So there is a lot of information out there. Most of them are outdated. Either it's written partially or all that info is not catered specifically to a unique situation. Finding the good and reliable source of information alone is not enough. Although you can do it on your own, you can pay for the services and get the right help. Like, for example, when you need a medical help, what do? Like, you want the best, right? A state of art medical facility and properly trained staff to get the job done. But what we are talking right now is issues that cannot be resolved by others. So that is one of the reason why we started this foundation. Stop Now. The mission is everyone should do something greater in their lifetime. So bringing in everyone together and trying to make people reach some decisions based on the dialogues. Although I would say like science has advanced like crazy, even in my lifetime, I would say, I still want the most up to date help I can get. And in that case, if it is coming from a reliable source, if you are giving it to your friend a helping hand, that should be the best advice. So, what do we do? Like, can we do it alone or are we all in this together? We all know that life is constantly changing. Sometimes I feel like every day I get a unforeseen update on many things, and I'm even surprised a lot of time. Who knows what will come next? Isn't that we are in a more exciting time, a new year, a tools for rediscovery, a connections to be made, and enjoyment. So that is all we are trying to do here. From Stop Now, as a new year dawns, our Dearest hope maybe that it brings us more excitement than the last year, having spent so long simply trying to get by. We want to recover from that sense the life has made and to be surprising, passionate, joyful, and enchanting. We have a whole lot of planned. So, this year being a National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, we have planned a more exciting year in this talk show. So, we are going to have some fun. So, stop, listen, and share. So, don't forget to call in or subscribe to our channel and watch, listen, and share.
Hi JK, I'm here.
Hi, Arumugam. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining to help us reach more audiences. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to connect with people speaking different languages. What do you think? We are here now. What next?
Yeah, I'm happy to help. What do we get to do this week, JK? Are we going to discuss any interesting story or share some fact about our projects?
Hmm. That is an interesting idea. Before we begin the show, can you explain the concept of how we are going to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. As we are doing this project this time to support the victims of visa abuse and fight against the modern slavery. And also my understanding of Stopnow's mission is to do something greater in our lifetime. Am I right?
Perfect. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, as I'm from India, we wanted to make this content available for all the audience in regional languages as well, so everyone can know about it and the future generation can benefit it from. Maybe we can get more support from Indians. With your permission, I'm going to talk in my language to explain. We will have the subtitles during those conversation as well.
All right. Great idea. I'm curious and interested to learn more. Are you going to tell us about you as well, or the stories of how Indians take the journey to the United States?
Yes, JK, I can introduce myself again one more time, but let's do the story as of how people can come to America. I'm new to this country. You need to help me with the rules. I can explain to our viewers.
Sure, I'll do my best. If I don't know, we can always ask our team or invite other experts.
Cool. Shall we begin?
Of course, go ahead. Let's begin the game of Truth or Dare. Are you going to ask question or I should ask?
Yeah, yeah, JK. நான் இப்போ தமிழ்ல பேச போறேன். உங்களுக்கு இது புரியுமா?
Hold on. You got me there. I have no clue what you just said. How do I understand? What did you say?
No, I said in Tamil like, do you understand Tamil? That's what I said.
Okay, can you repeat that?
So உங்களுக்கு தமிழ் புரியுமா?
I think yes, I get that. I can
Okay.
understand. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So இன்னைக்கு நான் பேச போற டாபிக் எனக்கு என்ன தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா யூஎஸ்க்கு வர்றது லைக் எப்படி வந்து வித்தியாசமான முறையில் யூஎஸ்க்கு வர முடியும். லைக் இப்போ நான் வந்து யூஎஸ்க்கு வந்து இந்தியாவில் தமிழ்நாட்டிலேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன். H1B மூலமாக வந்திருக்கேன். எந்த மாதிரியான இதில் யூஎஸ்க்கு வர முடியும்? What are the ways to come to US?
Excellent. I mean, I got the gist of it, right? So you are from India, from Tamil Nadu, right? Is that right? What you
Yeah.
said? And you are on a visa and employment-based visa, I believe. So you came through your employer. Is that what you said? So there are different ways, as you put it, right? There are so many resources online, attorneys, law firms, different YouTubers. They also have their own channels. So from my understanding, yes, people have different ways to come to US. Either they can come through their employer, that's an employment-based visa, or they can come through their relatives. Family members can sponsor and they can immigrate. So the main thing like people don't address here is like there are two different options. Why do you want to come to US, right? The question has to be asked
Yeah.
that way. Whether you want to come and live here, you want to immigrate, or you just want to visit the country, be a non-immigrant. for a temporary period, right? You want to work, or for tourism, right? Tourism industry is one of the major thing. People visit different countries, they want to experience. So for that reason, you can come. So for that, like there are so many types of visas, and if you can ask more specific questions, we can really address the issues, or provide some valuable information to all the audiences. Don't you think?
Sure, definitely. Yeah, definitely. This actually it's a good start. Like, I want to understand mainly about the non-immigrant visa. Let's say if I'm in India and like I'm getting low-paid jobs, I'm working in IT or some other profession. I wanted to come to US and like just work there for 4 years or 5 years, and just to go back to my country. So for this specific reason, what do you know any visa we can approach for, or what visa we can have?
Well, your question itself is kind of pointed towards non-immigrant, right? So that is what my understanding is. The non-immigrant, in the sense they don't want to immigrate, so which means they are temporary, and the options are limited for them. Again, they have to depend on their employers. So ITs are not uh, low paid jobs, they are high paid and high skilled specialty occupations. So that is why like it has become a controversy now. And in that, again, there is a lot of abuse and exploitations by corporates and employers, body shop companies and consulting firms. So many things have opened up. So you have to be very careful, like when you come on a non-immigrant visa, because you agree to it saying that like you are coming as a non-immigrant. So that is something like we can definitely discuss about that, because we run one of our campaign to stop those kind of visas. The reason being, it provides opportunity to exploit people. So it leads to human trafficking, kind of. Uh, that extreme kind of violence happens, because if once you come to US and you want to immigrate, you are tied to your employer, and they trap you in the green card process. That is basically what is called as immigration process. And again, you can directly immigrate through the green card process without having this H-1B visa or non-immigrant visas. And we should definitely enlighten our audience on what are the other ways for people from other countries to come to US as
Mm.
well.
Yeah, just I'm curious. Like, as I'm in H1B, I want to know like what are the human trafficking or what are the other issues you've seen with the people who has the non-immigrant visa are facing. Steve, like ஜேகே நீங்கள் நல்ல பாயிண்ட் சொன்னீங்க. ஸோ யூஎஸ்ல இருந்து இந்தியாவிலேருந்து வர்றவங்களுக்கு நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி லைக் எம்ப்ளாயர்ஸ் கிட்ட ஸ்லேவ் மாதிரி அங்கேயே ஒர்க் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும், நிறைய இஷ்யூஸ் வந்து ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்ட்டு. இது ரொம்ப நல்ல யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சு. அண்ட் இன் தட் ஐ ஹாவ் ஒன் கொஸ்டின் லைக், is there like any real issues you have saw with the people who came here in a non-immigrant visa? Can you share some story?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So that is one of the reason why we started this foundation, is to bring people together and ask them to listen to their stories, right? People who don't have voices, and share that like to the entire world. Because reality is like, why we all say that like truth is something different, nobody can understand that, right? In that way, uh, like for example, right, you are a non-immigrant and it's heavily debated and contested, like your employer have upper hand on you, right? If they fire you and you lose the job, you have 60 days to find another employer and another job, to either transfer your visa or you have to leave the country. So that is a cruel step. So that gives a, always a better upper hand for the employers to control you. People can give a justification saying that, oh, you are free to work for any employers and you can leave anytime. Those are there, right? Nobody wants to come here and leave, right? They have been issued, like for example, I'll give you an example. We have so many YouTubes placed in our campaign site as well. If you notice that like people have been here like for more than 10 years, 12 years, waiting for a green card, and their spouses, right? They are highly educated, did their masters or have professional experience, but they are on the dependent visas and they can't work. And that was turned in the Obama administration, right?
Mm.
So they gave the employment authorization to those people as well to work. So if you notice that like the documentaries are there, like people said like we have been waiting for 10, 12 years without working and sitting at home, and with one person working, it's so hard for them like to run the family with all the expenses, and on top of it insecurity. If you lose the job, you have to pack everything and go back to your country. So that is what the story has been shared in the media by many people as well. But what we are trying to address is like I have so many stories to tell, right? On that front, we have victims who have come forward to share their stories, how actually that is being misused. Are you ready to get shocked by those stories?
Yeah, sure, of course. We would like to know what's happening to them.
Well, we are coming to the close to end of this episode, and can start discussing about the victim story from the next week episode.
Okay, and then we will see the story in our next episode. If you don't want to miss it, just watch our next episode. So that way we can end it.
Bye for now. See you all next week.
Stop Now, a social experiment enterprise.
Stop Now, a social experiment enterprise. Stop H-1B Visa, a campaign to end modern slavery. True stories, life-changing moments. Stop, listen, share. Join us. Call us. Together, we create the future.